And now it's time for Houston's hottest relationship advice talk show, Love and Black with Tori and Terry. And now your hosts, Tori and Terry.
Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Love and Black with Tori and Terry.
Happy Saturday, you beautiful listeners. Listen, we thank you for joining us today. Be sure to tell your friends and follow us on social media at Love and Black with Tori and Terry.
Yeah, hey, y'all ready for a good show today?
I'm excited.
Absolutely.
Yes, I am.
Gang's all here.
Gang's
all here. Hey, you guys know our guests. They've been here a couple times. They are one of our sponsors as well. They are Brian and Valencia Mason, and they are with Gulf Coast Jewels.
Yes.
So they are one of our prime sponsors here, and we welcome them back to the show.
Yes, thank you for coming, and thank you for coming bearing gifts.
Oh, yes.
We appreciate it.
Anytime.
For sure.
My love language, yes. Thank you so much.
Man. Hey, you know what? Have you guys ever heard of like women just like totally being loyal to men that don't give up about them?
Unfortunately, yes.
That's tough.
Yes. That
So
seems to be more common than not.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. You know, the topic of the show is, I never said I committed to either one of y'all. So it's going to get interesting today. So I you know what? We mention you guys all the time, but I think our audience know you. Just give us just tell them quickly who you are. And I understand you guys have some new product out.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so we are Gulf Coast Jewels. If you haven't seen or heard of us, just make sure you follow us on IG. That's Shop GC Jewels. And you can see a wide array of things that we offer. But right now, what we're offering is things to inspire each other. We have our new line, and what I'm wearing, you probably can't see it, but it's an Arabic symbolization for king, and my wife is wearing queen, and we're trying to empower our people. You don't have to be wealthy to consider yourself a king or a queen. You have to believe in yourself. It's a part of believing in yourself.
It's a mindset.
Yeah, it is.
It's a definite
really
mindset,
is.
but it ain't too bad to have some wealth in your pockets too, though.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm praying and I'm hoping that
Generational
today we can actually inspire some people to be kings and queens in relationship wise, so that we can treat each other.
You know what?
Yes, and how they
I
see
really-
themselves, and
Yes,
how, like you
indeed.
said, how they treat one
Yes,
another.
indeed.
definitely.
And you know what I really love about you two is the fact that not only do you try to empower others, but your children are learning this, right?
Yes.
We always say that your marriage is your child's classroom.
Amen.
And the fact that you guys are teaching them these invaluable skills. You're teaching them how to become entrepreneurs, how to be self-sufficient, right? Not depending on anyone else and things.
Exactly.
So this is awesome. Hey, we are talking again with Brian and Valencia Mason, but we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Love and Black with Tori and Terry. If you need counseling or someone to talk to about your relationship or your marriage, go to iforeverwill.com and request a free consultation from us.
Yes, that's right. And also, if you would like to be a guest sponsor or advertise, go to loveandblackwithtoriandterry.com and complete the form indicating your preference.
Now, we talked about our sponsors here, and they got some good product. I don't know, what do y'all call it? Jewelry?
Yeah.
Jewelry.
We're talking about products like y'all selling
Yes,
something else on the street or something.
Jewels.
Anyway, but I'm going to let you do your little thing.
Yes. So welcome back, Brian and Valencia.
Thank you.
Mason.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yes, we're glad to have you guys. Okay, so listen, fam. It's that time. You guys, we are going to do the rapid fire with Brian since we've given both of them and Valencia a shot at it previously. So this is just me and Brian today. Okay, so
Let's go.
Is it ever going to be just
not
me?
to look at him.
I'm not looking at him.
Right? Okay, so you
All
ready?
right. I'm ready.
Let's shoot.
All right, let's go.
Apple or Android?
Apple,
Silver or gold?
gold,
Bentley or Jeep?
Jeep,
News or podcast?
news,
Chess or bone?
chess,
Not bones?
No.
There
Grill or rims?
That's bad.
I know.
That's bad. I'll take the rims.
Okay.
All right.
Real estate or stocks?
Real estate,
And last but not least, money or a do-over?
a do-over.
Amen. Right, great
I know, man.
answer, yes.
So do over from when? From high school, from early adulthood, what?
Oh man.
It better not be any time that the two of us were together. It better not.
Do over from the time you guys.
Yeah.
I would say do over as far as because we made some really good choices in investing. But if I had to do some things over investing wise, it would be do over with investing. It would be money wise to make some better plays.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now that you know what you know, right?
Exactly.
Amen.
Exactly.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's good. Hey, I told you guys earlier we're talking about, I'm going to put it in a nutshell, guys that really, they're not committed to anybody, right? So, we
bring it on.
I know, right? I just wanted to, ask, what do you guys think of someone that just keeps a person, just on a string and, with them for years, don't come up with any ideas or give them any idea of anything about when they're getting married or even where they're heading, right? What do you guys think about that?
No vision and not living intentionally. Not living intentionally. They're just here existing. And so therefore, they're just taking prisoners. They're taking prisoners. People are aligning with that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It affects their journey, their purpose, and their momentum.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy that this topic actually came up because that's the whole intent of our line is seeing the value within yourself as far as being kings and queens. And you're a queen.
Where do we lose it, though?
You're a queen.
Where do we lose
It's generational. That's where that generational curse is. Because this is like you were talking about their children. And just like we have with ours, you have to speak into them who they are. Just like we tell our clients, you define who your child is to them before they go out into the world because somebody else will. And these women that are settling for that have let someone else define them in the way that they should go and move and live.
So let me ask this then. Do we blame it on the woman or do we blame it for allowing it? Or do we blame it on the guy for being trifling?
Everyone has to be accountable.
Yeah,
I think so too.
It's a two-way street because, as a man, you can lead a woman on for so long before she needs to turn and hit the light bulb and say, okay, enough is enough.
Yeah.
Right? So, and it goes both ways because a woman can do it to a guy and they actually do it better than we do.
Yeah, because they be having the guy in the corner crying with his thumb in his mouth.
Don't even try to play that victim role. Men have been breaking women for years. No, I don't want to even get started. Don't get me started. Men have been breaking women for years.
It's true.
It truly breaks women.
But loyalty is the glue that keeps relationships together. So if
say that part again. Loyalty
is the glue that keeps relationships together.
So why do these women have it the other way around where they're loyal to these guys and brothers, I'm putting us on blast today, right? You see where I'm going with that?
I see where you're going. I mean, you have to be honest, right? So if you're with a woman and you don't have any intentions on being with her, you have to let her know up front.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing for a female. If she's with a guy,
state your intentions. Put a bullet next to that one. State your intentions, number one.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's why we tell people, man, when we counsel people and like individuals, for instance, right? And let them know, hey, talk up front. Make sure you get all these questions asked, answered, and received, right? And I say receive because, people get into these new relationships and I don't know, the conscious just go out the window and it's like, all they see is that person, what they wear, what they drive, how they look or whatever,
So shallow.
Yeah, very shallow.
I think it all ends and begins with knowing thyself. Once you know who you are, you don't need anyone else to validate that. And even to just to enhance it or just, especially when you're talking about, liking people for the things that they have and all that. Oh, that's shallow. It's very shallow. You can't take it with you. It doesn't do anything for you. It really doesn't. They're nice to have.
But you know what, babe?
But the bottom line is you want to have your self-esteem intact because that will go with you for years to come. That will sustain you of knowing who you are. And that's hence what we were talking about, the kings and queens.
Yeah.
But
you know what? So think about when we look at IG, for instance, and we see relationship goals, right, as the caption, but then the picture is, Lambo and, they all with Chanel and whoever. I don't even wear brand name stuff, but you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not relationship goal. That's a goal to attain to if that's your thing.
Goal.
That's
Yeah.
Well, it's all for show. And that, again, goes back to other people defining you of being worthy. That's why you have to know who you are. You stand up in it. Yeah. And you can be counted amongst everyone in society because you know who you are and you stand for something. That's the most important part. So then nobody can throw game on you. They can't play game on you when you know who you are, because you also know what you want and you also know what you're going to give your time to.
And just to kind of put not a dagger in it, but yes, a lot of this, especially with our people, started back in slavery, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Willie Lynch syndrome and all of that, but which is real. But anyway, the thing is that unfortunately right now it's embedded in our DNA, the way that we react and things like that as Black people because of what was done to us during slavery times, right? Unfortunately, fortunately, we're in an age now where we can take back our power. And we've been in this age where we can take back our power, but people just haven't done it, right?
They don't know how.
They don't know how. So, and the reason I'm making all this point, I'm not trying to give a history lesson here, but the reason I'm making this point is the fact that when are we going to grow up as people and start treating each other right, start doing the right things with each other and by each other?
I think when you look at relationships as a whole, you have to have the right intent getting into it, right? Mm-hmm. So just because she fits 7 of the 10 things I require doesn't mean she's not good enough, right? But if she doesn't have loyalty a part of her character, then I can't be with her. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just, dishonesty and loyalty, respect, all that goes a long way. You got to respect her enough, and she has to respect him enough to be honest up front, like you said. But it's unfortunate, but the culture, the way that it's shifted since like the 60s and 70s, where you had your family reunion and people get together and everybody's loving the camaraderie and everybody knows everybody else, and now it's just, how can I get a good feel, how can I have a good time? I think that's where we are right now. Nobody's really.
Well, it's been like that.
Nobody wants to put in the work.
Nobody wants to put in the work to have a really good relationship, and it starts with being friends.
Yeah, you know what? I saw something yesterday from Chris Rock, and he said relationships ain't hard. Right? He said it lifting the couch with 2 people is easy, right? Yes. So relationships are hard when only one person is doing the work.
Exactly.
Right? And that's our whole point.
You were asking the question, you said, when do we learn? When do we do better? I think rock bottom, some people have to hit that rock bottom, such as we're talking about, not committing and finding out, that being revealed. And it's not until you get that kind of pain where you make a change. A lot of people, that's where people make the changes. You can't fall off the floor. You've got to hit that rock bottom, and then there's only up from there. And that's when you start making different choices. Yeah. As you know better, you do better. That's just people.
Right.
Exactly. Hey, we're going to put a pin in it for right now. We're going to go to commercial, but we'll be right back with this exciting topic.
Don't go away.
You know what? You don't trust me, and I don't trust you. So now what?
We need help. We can't do this by ourselves.
Are you willing to fight for your relationship? Tune in to Love in Black with Tori and Terry on Saturday mornings at 10:30 a.m. We now return to Love in Black with Tori and Terry.
Welcome back. Don't forget to go to iforeverwill.com for your individual marriage, relationship, and family counseling needs.
And today's letter of the day. Yes. I know we all wait for that one.
Ooh, y'all, this is juicy. I'm sorry, I had to say it.
She did. It is kind of wild, but it's juicy. Anyway, today's letter of the day is sponsored by Gulf Coast Jewels. They're here in the building here.
Yes.
Find them on social media at Shop GC Jewels, and that's Jewels with a Z.
Yes.
Not an S. Tell them Tori and Terry from Love in Black sent you for a special discount as well. All right. Today's letter of the day. Oh, man. I need a drum roll for this one.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, dear Tori and Terry, My so-called man and I have been together for the past 3 years. Whenever I talk about getting serious, he gets argumentative and shuts down. I am 29 years old and want children. He has 3 kids and says he doesn't want any more. I just don't understand him. I love him so much, and I do so much for him. He acts like he wants to be with me, but then he treats me like crap. He cheated on me in the past, promised he wouldn't do it again, and 2 months ago, I caught him texting some woman he said was a coworker about work. But what I read had nothing to do with work. The last straw was 3 weeks ago when I answered his phone while he was in the shower. I told the woman I was his sister visiting and I wanted to meet one of his female friends since I don't know anyone. Could she stop by? Guess what? She came. When he came out of the bedroom to see who was at the door, his jaw dropped. I told her who I really was, and he started to cuss me out. When she joined in my defense, he had the nerve to say, I never said I was committed to neither of you, and we could both go to hell. Wow. Can I say that? I think I can. Anyway, I put him out of my apartment that day. Since then, he's been calling, texting, and coming by with flowers and cards wanting me back. I do love him, and my emotions are confusing me. What type of advice can you give me in helping me make the right choice? You know what? Just because you having sex don't really mean you're in a relationship.
Exactly.
Right? And I mean, what do you love about him? I mean, he already showed you who he is,
yes.
Right? Multiple times, right? And then when he was confronted, he turned on you. He cussed you out. I guess for setting them up. But maybe that's understandable, maybe not. I don't want to put it out there that it is. But anyway, thoughts, response. What y'all got?
Want to respond?
My sisters, we queens. Just at the end of the day, I keep going back to that, and I know it probably sounds redundant at this point, but if I came to her and I said, Queen, what does that mean to you? How does that mean? What does that mean to you as far as how he should be treating you?
I mean, he ain't serious about you, first of all.
Exactly. So at that point, it's just, you got to cut him loose. And sometimes it gets to a place to where keeping him around is hurting you more than cutting him loose. So just go ahead and cut it. You cry about it, soak them tears up, and then move on to the next one. And then make sure this time he's qualified. Qualify him before you let him in the gate.
Man, I forgot all these good points. I was going to come back at. I love that.
Yeah.
That's right.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's unfortunate, y'all, but sometimes as people, I can't even put this on a guy or a woman, but we have these like wishful thinking moments in our lives where we play the fool or
everybody
the end of the joke. It just is what it is. But I think for her, she did it for a little too long. 3 years is a long time.
3 days is too long.
Well, yeah, but 3 years is a very long time. And in those 3 years, she had multiple signs.
Yes.
And one of the biggest red flags was he was staying with her and he was texting other women. That should have been it right there. That whole episode where she told somebody to come by. That just means, at night he put in good work.
Yeah.
And you know what? I hate to say
means.
it. I hate to say it, but a lot of times that's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. So keep going.
May I?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm going to pick it apart. 3 years, 29 years old, wants kids. He has 3. Told you he don't want any. So he was
Told
always
you out the gate.
The thing with him. This is the thing that I want women lean in right now, because like he said, I told you who I was. I showed you completely who I was, and you kept going. You kept on moving forward with me. You kept letting me stay. You kept giving me full reign to your heart, your emotions, everything, even your dwelling, and God knows whatever else, your body, everything, your mind, your spirit. And so from that, I mean, you talk about him texting co-worker wasn't work, and then you start lying. You and lied to some woman, coax her to come into that. People get killed like this.
Cute.
This is not something to play with.
C-I-L-L.
And so what I want to say to you is, I do love him. You got to know what love is. And that starts within. You got to love you first. You will not allow this type of treatment, and you will make better choices. And so don't make choices out of desperation. Don't make choices for momentary feelings, of good, in your body, good feelings, tingles. You got to make a decision. Because this is very, very, very important. You're 29 years old. You're not a baby. So you got to make big girl decisions. Cry for 5 minutes, get a plan. Say goodbye to a boy. Adios. No, he doesn't mean you good. Breaking up with somebody, over infidelity hurts enough. But it happened. So now learn from it. Be better from this. Grow from this moment. Take some time. Live your life. Enjoy the free drama, no drama zone, and just be free and enjoy that until that changes. But be good with you and face it and move forward and onward. Say goodbye to him and do not open that door again.
There you go. Again, we're not bashing the brothers today, but we just responding to the letter.
It can be role reversal. It's
telling it like it TI is.
Yeah, you could do it. I mean, it goes either way.
Yeah,
and it applies to those.
Another thing that you pointed out that I wanted to kind of put a little 2 cents on was she's 29, right? She wants kids. He has 3. He says, he don't want any more. That should have been.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He told her initially.
Yeah.
Right,
but you have to do what we call in counseling active listening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She wasn't actively listening.
And make a choice.
She probably figured, okay, well, that's today.
Yeah.
He'll probably change his mind after I whip it on him. And he gonna see, So Anyway. You got anything else, Valencia?
No.
I know. I think pretty much
he covered it.
Packed a punch what we had to say, and it's serious.
It is.
Make a change today.
It is. And then, like y'all said, having that other. What I don't like is how she drew somebody else into her drama. That's what I don't like, because it could have happened. Something bad could have happened.
Maybe she thought she was protecting the old girl.
Because
by exposing him.
But however, what if he was doing what he was doing to her? He was doing to the other one.
He definitely was. That's why he said, "I ain't committed to neither one of y'all."
What if her feelings were a lot stronger?
Yeah. Well, like you said,
you don't know crazy.
It could have been a dangerous situation.
She could have went crazy.
Stuff like that. You don't play with people like that.
Definitely.
You just don't. It could have went real left, real fast. But I will say this, and that is, and all of us here, we know. Everybody doesn't know. So to tell you, you need to do this, you may not know how to put one foot in front of the other to even start. You wrote this letter, you're asking. Get counseling, get some guidance so that you can begin to
Get Jesus, girl.
Get some guidance. Definitely pray on it and ask God to lead you to the counselor. Not just any counselor, but the right counselor is going to help you work through this. Move onward and upward.
Hey, I was talking earlier and I said I wasn't bashing the brothers, and I'm not. I'm just tired of how our brothers constantly tear down our women, and
it's old.
It's very old, right? They tear down not just the women, but their self-esteem and their self-worth. We got to stop it. We really do. This is not the 60s or 70s anymore, like you mentioned earlier. It's a new day, it's a new time, and also let's act like it, right? Let's come up. If you don't want to commit to someone, let them know what your intentions are up front. Don't just keep them in the wind wondering, when is this going to happen, right? People got lives to live. They have, the most precious commodity we all have is time. And that's one thing we can't get back. So brothers, get left or get right.
Not, you know what?
I'm sorry.
Get right or get left.
Get right or get left.
That's right. But you know what, too? The way you can get right, contact us. You may not know either. I don't know why I do what I do. A lot of people have childhood trauma that they make decisions that are just not good for them. So if you don't know either, you, men, women, contact us. We're here to help you unpack all of this and make better choices.
Man, we got to roll, but hey, why don't you tell our audience how to get a hold of you guys and where your new venture is?
Yeah, so right now we just got into the store in Pearland Town Center, the Black Market Houston store.
I'm excited. I'm excited with what they're doing and how they've given us an opportunity to actually display our products. So it's really, really dope. Yeah,
it is. It's nice, and y'all make sure that y'all stop by. and take a look at our products. And then there's other vendors that are in there as well, but we're in there with our personalized jewelry, and then as well as our king and queen line. So make sure you stop by, pick up a nice chain for your special significant other or for yourself, just to, uplift who you are. And then also you can pick it up, excuse me, at gcjewels.com with any and everything that you're looking for, from engagement rings all the way down to personalized jewelry, beads, you name it, we do it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We thank you guys for being here with us today. And we thank you for tuning in. Listen, you can always find us right here on Saturday mornings at 10:30 a.m. here, Praise Houston 92.1 and 102.1 HD2. For your counseling needs, go to iforrule.com. We're here to serve you. Okay, have a good week. Make love, not war. Peace.